Hello and welcome to Clara's Voice. This video, I'm just going to air my views. I watched a video of a YouTuber making fun of Moses Bliss in the sense that he was talking about Moses Bliss's testimony of how he left his ring in his hotel room and what God did for him. So, guys, I'm going to tell you the testimony. And to tell you the truth, I was displeased. I wasn't pleased at all, hearing what this YouTuber was saying. And I just came to mind that some people are ignorant of the gospel. Some people are ignorant of the word of God. And some people are ignorant of the things of God. So let me tell you what Moses Bliss said, because he even played Moses Bliss's video on his channel. And after watching that, I was like, I need to talk about this so that people will understand that you have to be very careful of who you listen to, so that they will not lead you astray or lead you away from the word of God. Okay, Moses Bliss said that, he was catching a flight. He was supposed to catch a flight. He was actually on his way to the airport. And he forgot his ring. I think he has already reached the airport. And he found out that he forgot his wedding ring at the hotel where he was. So he called his manager and told his manager to please go back to that hotel, and told him exactly where he left that ring to bring it for him. So the manager went, and Moses Bliss said that when the manager went, he was praying. He was telling God that the flight will not leave till he gets his ring and till he's ready to board. And what happened was, in the midst of it, they announced that the flight was delayed. Isn't that God? But a carnal mind will say is luck. Let me continue. So they said the flight has been delayed, and he said, oh, thank God. So what happened was, when the manager now finally came to the airport and gave him the ring, immediately they announced that the flight will start, that people should start boarding, that they are ready to start boarding. And to him, think about it, whether people say is a coincidence or whether people say is luck, to him it is a prayer answered. To him is a testimony, because he prayed. He asked God to hold that flight till he gets his ring. And some people were saying, it's only a ring. People worship ring. What is a ring? Ring is not, it's just why will he pay so much attention in the ring? Is there something in the ring? There's nothing in the ring. Guys, remember, you just got married newly. And the ring is a symbol of your covenant. That covenant, that marriage covenant, that is a symbol of that covenant. When he stood at the altar with his wife, Mary Bliss, and they exchanged vow, that ring is a seal to that vow. Because many people, it's only a ring, it's nothing. No, it's a symbol. It signifies their vow. All right, let me give you an example now. When you see somebody wearing a wedding ring, what comes to mind? That the person is married, isn't it? It shows that the person is married. If you see a man not wearing a wedding ring, to you, you think the man is single. Or if you see a lady not wearing a wedding ring, to you, you believe that the lady is single. So that ring is a symbol. People should not be, talking down on that. He should have, he should have, bought another ring. Why? That ring meant a lot to him. I remember when I lost my engagement ring. That pained me so much, and it's still paining me. When I remember it till today, it hurts me. Because I know that was a commitment ring. And now that he's married, is a symbol of their vow, is a symbol of their marriage. So why will he take it lightly? It is only for people that don't respect marriage. That is the truth. Marriage is not what you see on social media. That is not marriage. It is not what you see on social media. I don't want to talk much about it. But for people to be, laughing at him and making fun of him because he gave a testimony. He talked about what God did for him, that immediately the manager came, they announced that the flight was ready to start boarding. To me, it is a miracle. To me, it is a great testimony because that was exactly what he prayed for and God answered him. To a carnal mind, it is coincidence. They call it coincidence. They call it luck. No, we Christians, we don't call it luck. We don't call it coincidence. It is a miracle. It is a testimony. And the word of God says, in all things give thanks, whether small or whether big, in all things give thanks. How do you give thanks? You thank God for what he has done and you testify about it. And what I am noticing in the world today is people are really taking accolades and taking the praise that is supposed to be for God. Guys, you remember in the Bible about a very rich man. Oh, he labored, he worked, and he made money, he had lots of money, and then he said, now I can rest. See what I have done. See what I have made. See how much I have. Everything was about him and him alone. He didn't give God praise. Guess what? God told him, you know what? You see all those things you've made? You think that you made? You think that it was because of your power and because of how good you are or how great you are or how hardworking you are. Tonight, you're not going to make it. You're not going to make it tonight. You're not going to live to see the next day. So what happened? The man didn't make it. He wasn't alive to see the next day. What is it trying to tell you? Do not take the praise that is meant for God. For you to even be able to make money, for you to be even strong enough to work or healthy enough to work is because of God. It is not because of your hard work. It is not because of how good you are. It is only by his mercy and his grace. So let's start giving God the praise that is due to him. That you woke up this morning wasn't by your power. It's not because of or how smart or how intelligent you are. It's because of God's mercy and his grace. So for Moses Bliss to give that testimony, to give God praise, to owe it to his prayers that he prayed and God answered, I tell you, it is a big testimony. And I know God did it. God hears even the slightest sigh. God knows what goes on in our heart. And he said that this flight will not move till I get my wedding ring. And that was exactly what happened. It wasn't coincidence. It wasn't luck. It was mercy. It was God's grace. And all the glory goes to God.